Welcome everyone to another video. Today we'll be talking about graphic designing and freelancing. How can you get started in freelancing as a graphic designer? A lot of you wanted me to make this video, so that is why I have done this. With me I have Aditya. He currently is in second year of college. He has 1 year of experience as a graphic designer and freelancer. So he will be sharing his journey. I thought I should get someone who is more relatable to you because I can get someone who has like 10 years experience as a freelancer and all, but they will not be relatable to you. And so I thought this one would be great for you to listen to. Okay, the timestamps are in the description. Go take a look at that. Hit the like button, and here is the conversation. Bro, how are you doing there?
Yeah, bro, I'm fine. Hello, everyone. And this is Aditya, and I'm a top rated freelance graphic designer at Upwork.
Amazing, bro. So let's talk about your journey as a freelancer. How did you get started? What was that journey like? And currently you are in second year, right? So it's only been like 2 years that you are in college.
Yeah.
So tell me about all of this. Tell me about your journey.
So right now, from our first year, we have lots of time to spend. So I was kind of exploring different aspects or different domains in which I have to go, and then I came across this stuff called freelancing. So I was kind of interested, and then I jumped on to different areas on which we can do freelancing. So I was curious to do a freelancing on programming and web development, but I know at that time it was tough for me, but so I changed that and I switched to graphic designing because it attracted me a lot, because I have seen some interviews of different graphic designers and their creative and visual thinking. It got me attracted. That's why I chose graphic designing, and then I started my freelancing journey at Upwork, called freelancing website.
What month was it when you made your Upwork account, and when did you get your first client?
In May 2020, because after that lockdown got started and I had time, so I made I tried to make accounts on Freelancer, on Upwork, on Fiverr, but I like the user interface of Upwork first of all. That's why it got me attracted, and then I made my profile verified. The profile verification takes you about 1 week because different verification takes place.
How was your first client there, and how did you find the first client?
So as we all know that competition on these kinds of websites means it's cutthroat competition is there, because you are fighting with a person who are having 20 plus years of experience in that field that you are just a beginner. So you must have to be developing a unique skill set that attracts different clients. For 1 to 2 weeks there was no client for me, and so I learned how to send proposals, how to send attractive proposals, so that my client got attracted and just one click away. I was just 1 click away to get my job.
What is a proposal for people who don't know about Upwork proposals?
So proposal is a kind of you are trying to tell your client that how you can do that job and how you can help them to solve that problem they are suffering from. So you just needs to be it should be crisp and clear. You don't have to say that I am a professional graphic designer doing this from 20 years, 30 years. They don't need that. So they only need what you are doing, and you show your portfolio, show what you are doing right now, and show your past experience. And if you don't have past experience, just make your portfolio. Self branding is the best way you can do that. And after that, I landed my first job I made a banner for a YouTuber, and the channel was Simplify Gardening, and that's how I got my first job.
What is the scope of graphic design in the future, now that we have multiple applications like Canva and others that seem to make it easier for people who are not graphic designers to build designs? And what is the overall scope of graphic design? That's what a lot of people want to know more about, both in earning and in learning aspects.
So first of all, let me tell you about what is graphic designing. So graphic designing means you have 3 elements. That is your typography, you have your images or illustrations, and then you have colors. So you need to play with all these 3 things, and just having a combination of these 3 things. Try to make something visually compelling, and that should ultimately gets a message, or that should give a message to your audience, and that is what graphic designing is. But and so there are lots of softwares that are coming in the market, such as Canva or Adobe Spark. So for beginners, it is good to use Canva or Adobe Stock, because you got to take inspiration somewhere. So you go through different. First of all, you go through Google, and then you different website like Behance or Dribble for just taking inspiration. But for practicing it, or for a beginner, you must use Canva. I say that slowly and gradually try to learn Photoshop, Illustrator, and all the Adobe Suite softwares, because you should be technically sound in graphic design softwares, because after that Canva and all that, they are just for the fun. Means that's just for social media stuff. And on Canva, the designs are repeated, and they are just means not very much attractive. So after using Photoshop or Illustrator, you can use your own imagination, and you have to create something from scratch. And when you create something from scratch, it is unique. So this market demands something which is unique, because copying is not a good thing.
My next question would be about pricing. So this is something that a lot of people struggle with when they are starting off as a freelancer. Let's say they get a client and they want to quote them a price that, okay, I will do this for this particular service. How do you define your price, and how much should you be charging them?
So pricing is it's a very interesting thing, because in freelancing you don't have any idea about. So when I started, I don't have any idea about pricing, or what should I charge for. I can do that work for free, but still I have to charge. So I have to think, what can I charge? So I used to see the portfolio or the profiles of different freelancers, and then I used to charge accordingly. Then I gained some experience. I started value-based pricing, because I used to analyze the clients and then their business and how they generate their revenue, and how can I add value in them, how my graphics can add value in those businesses. And after analyzing that, I should quote my price, because your work can create an impact to those businesses. So if you are creating some impact, so you should charge accordingly. Means you should charge something that is good for you as well as for your client. Basically, we charge for our creative thinking, not for using software, or not for using just our means. We don't charge for using that I know that software for 10 years. I'm working on it for 10 years. We only charge for our creative thinking, because creative thinking needs what I think that suppose I'm charging X amount. So 99% of that goes to my creative thinking, and only 1% I charge for my the softwares through which I will produce that. Because the unique factor you get is from your thinking.
How many clients have you worked with so far? And do you work on long-term projects, or do you just have like single, one or two projects that you work with them and then that is it?
So right now I'm worked around 30 to 32 clients, and I'm having 2 to 3 long-term clients I'm working with them from past 5 to 6 months, and all the other ones I worked with almost 2 to 3 weeks. So I worked with different clients from different countries, and I enjoyed quite a lot.
What would be your resources for people who want to learn graphic design on YouTube?
So on YouTube, it means you just type graphic design, you will get all the tutorials you have. But the thing is that you should have a will to learn, and that the first thing is that. And then secondly, you choose one mentor, and after you just learn the basics, and after that you can try making your own projects, or just try to build your portfolio, man. Means because without portfolio, no one will going to just no one will click on your profile even once. Just learn the basics of designing. Just learn the layouts, means what is layout designing, and what is typography, and how you can use icons, and means your hierarchy, and then wireframing your designs are important. So yeah, just learn your basics and then implement it. I just say that learn and implement. So along with that, you will learn slowly and gradually, automatically. I have learned from basically 2 to 4 channels on YouTube that I liked. That first one is PixImperfect, and is one of the top most, I guess, in Photoshop. He's just a legend. And then I used quite a lot GFX Mentor. He's also there, and then Rajiv Mehta's channel was also there. So yeah.
All right. What would be your one last message to people who are learning graphic design and they want to start with freelancing, or they want to start with graphic design and they want to start making money online? What would you say to them?
So first of all, in the field of freelancing, if you if you stop growing, you will ultimately die, because it's a brutal field. Means each and every day, hundreds and thousands of freelancers are coming, and especially in this time, in the pandemic time, you need to adopt technologies as quickly as possible. Don't take your success too seriously, man, because you will get clients, you will get money also, but first month you will get no clients, and then second month you will get 5 to 6 clients. You are happy and everything was going great, and then after and the next month you will get no clients. So the thing is that you must have to be consistent and build your own brand. And I guess so, use different portfolio websites or make your own website, because the thing is that in all the competition, your personal branding matters a lot.
All right, bro. Thank you so much for joining me here.
So,
and have a good day.
So
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, that's pretty much it. I hope you got to learn something from this video. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the like button if you have not already. If you are still watching this video, just comment and say I watched till the very end. That would be really great. You can also follow me on Instagram at IshanSharma7390. I share a lot of other important tips for you to get started as a freelancer, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.